White Ivy song. When I started balling, I was young. You gon' think.
So welcome back to a brand new episode of the Toronto Blue Jays franchise. Mo here in MLB The Show 16. So today, we just played Game 1 of the World Series in Toronto, and we destroyed the Washington Nationals 7-1. It was a big game for us. But regardless, our stats were very good. Bryce Harper had a triple against us, and Dan the Man Murphy only had the only RBI for the Nationals. But as for our lineup, Pilar and Jennings doubled. Jennings with 2 doubles. Edwin Encarnacion hit his first home run of the World Series. Tulo, Pilar, Edwin, and Martin all had RBIs. And yeah, we played very well. Max Scherzer, we kicked him out of the ball game very early. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 walk, and striking out 4. But for Stroman, he pitched 8 innings, allowing 4 hits, 1 earned run, and striking out 7, and only 1 walk. So Marcus Stroman playing very well, like the ace we want him to be. And Osuna obviously went out, and I don't know if it was a safe situation. It wasn't for sure, because we blew him out of the ball game. But Osuna came in, pitched 1 inning, allowing 2 hits, 0 runs, and ended the ball game. But he played very well, 7-1. I couldn't believe how well he played. But regardless, we're gonna go and simulate, I guess, 2 games. Yeah, 2 games sounds pretty good. So we can go and play Game 4 of the World Series. But first, we'll check out some stats just before we do that. So right now, we're a top team in this world. Or top in like the MLB in most of these stats in the postseason. But right now, we're number 1 in batting average with a .29 batting average. It's crazy. Only Cleveland had the exact same, and they have a good lineup. But at bats, we're 4th. First in runs. 4th in hits. The Washington Nationals have 113 hits. 88 we have in 4th. So they get a lot of hits. We only held them to like 4 hits in the entire ball game, or 6. Something like that. But we played very well against a hard-hitting ball club. 4th in doubles. 3rd in triples. 1st in home runs like we wanted to be. 1st in RBIs with 52. And we have 11 more RBIs than the National. It's crazy. No, wait. Only 10 more. I don't know why I was saying 11. I was looking at Kansas City, but stolen bases, yeah, the rest of the stuff doesn't really matter. But where's that ERA, the pitcher stats? ERA, there you go, number 1 with a 2.25. The second closest team is a 2.93. That says a lot about our pitching. It is very good here in Toronto. Everyone says, oh no, everyone's saying, oh, the pitching is the worst part of Toronto. Well, at least not in this video game it is. In real life, it probably is it is kind of a problem. But right now in this game, we're playing very well. Our pitchers, Brett Cecil, Aaron Loop, Jason Mott, just perfect on the postseason. Exactly why I acquired all his relievers from Colorado, which is basically the MLB hell. But complete games, we're number 1. 4th in shutouts with 0. I don't know, he didn't shut a team yet. 4th in save, tied for first. And yeah, that's all our stats. We're playing very well. But our winning percentage, there's one thing. We've only lost maybe, 1 game in the entire postseason? I think we only lost 1 game. Yeah, we swept the Angels, lost Game 1, which I played, in Kansas City, and then we won the rest. So we've won 5 games in a row. God damn, we're good. But as for award stats right now, obviously we have Blue Jays up for postseason MVP, and our man Chris Colabello number 1 so far, Tulo in 2nd, and Russell Martin in 3rd. So yeah, our team is very good. Hopefully we can win this World Series. But first we'll go and simulate these 2 games. But don't be mistaken though, all those stats mean nothing when it comes to these games. Just like the 2012 Toronto Blue Jays, they were good on paper, absolutely crap as a ball club. So hopefully we can go and take these next 2 games and take a commanding 3-0 lead in the World Series. Let's go and simulate these games. We're going to simulate the 2nd game in Toronto and the 1st game in Washington. Come on, let's do this. Oh, we took the L. God damn. Drew Smiley, my man. 4-2 is the ball game. We lost it near the end, though. We got the first run of the ball game in the 3rd. They tied up in the 6th. And then we went and scored 1 run in the 8th. They scored 2, and they scored 1 in the 9th to make it a 4-2 game. But goddamn, we suck, though. Revere, Worth, Espinosa, Taylor all got doubles. Ben Revere got a triple. RBIs, Anthony Rendon, Harper, Zimmerman, and Espinosa got RBIs. So yeah, their team actually woke up this game. But Tulo had a home run, so Tulo had an RBI, and Pilar had an RBI. But Drew Smiley, though, he pitched 7 innings, allowing 6 hits, 3 earned runs, and striking out 8. So he played okay, but Our offense just did not wake up at the right time. Our team just sucked flat out today. We'll go and simulate the next game though. There we go, we won that one, just like I wanted to. So, we didn't take a 3-0 lead yet, or in this game, 3-0 lead in the World Series, but we take a 2-1 lead, so at least we're still ahead in this series. This game, we won 5-1, a decisive win. There we go. Can't speak today. But, there you go, our team woke up. Tulu and Edwin hit doubles. Donaldson, Travis hit home runs. So Donaldson, Travis, and Martin all had RBIs. There you go, Marcus Stroman pitched 8.1 innings, allowing 7 hits, 1 earned run, and striking out 4. Very reminiscent to the way Marcus Stroman played in the first game of the World Series. Then Osuna came in and saved it, pitching 0.2 innings and allowing nothing. So it looked like Estrada could have pitched the entire ball game, but must have gotten a home run. No, he must have only got a few hits against him in the 9th. I don't know why he took him out of the game, but probably just getting tired. But regardless, Osuna saves the game, saves the day for us. But we're up 2-1 here in this series, and we're going to Washington. Or we're already in Washington, but playing Game 2 or Game 4 of the World Series. The second game in Washington. Let's go do this. So we were at Nationals Park for Game 4 of the 2016 World Series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Washington Nationals. So the Blue Jays are winning this series 2-1 so far in the World Series, but the Nationals had the potential to tie it up here at home. But Stroman, he got the first victory of the series. Max Scherzer got the loss. Second game, Steven Strasburg took the win for the Nationals on the mound. The third game, Marcus Stroman, the stud pitcher for the Blue Jays, took the third game of the World Series. Now it's 2-1 Blue Jays. But today, the Blue Jays, they're starting their ace, Marcus Stroman, the man, HDMH. And whereas the Nationals are starting Tanner Roark. Pitcher, I don't know why they even really started him, Tanner Roark. I thought for sure they'd start like another Scherzer or something like that. But Tanner Roark, a very underrated pitcher though, 1-0 in the season, 2.08 ERA. A very good pitcher, so we cannot underestimate Tanner Roark in this game. But the Blue Jays, their lineup today, Desmond Jennings gets the lead off. Tulu in second. Third spot is Josh Donaldson. Fourth is Edwin in cleanup. Fifth, Russell Martin, who's batting very well so far, .371 batting average. But Tanner Roark taking the mound today for the Nationals. The key of this game is do not underestimate Tanner Roark. This man may look like he won't really do well against you, but he is a beast if you underestimate him. But in the first with 1 out, we have Tulu up. He's hit this one right past the third baseman for the first hit of the day for the Blue Jays. So we have a man on and 1 out for the bringer of rain, Josh Donaldson, former AL MVP. Edwin is the AL MVP this year, but Donaldson up. He's hitting this one high and deep right in the gap at right center field. And that one's going to drop right past Bryce Harper. Donaldson is heading for second, but Tulu, he's going right past third and he's going for home. Can Tulu make it home? And he doesn't, as the Nationals make a perfect play and get the out at home plate. Tulu way too aggressive on that one, as Wilson Ramos tags Tulu to get that out. So 2 outs now. We have a man on second, but a perfect play by the Nationals though. They just get Tulu out at home plate. It was so close, but Tulu way too aggressive on that base running. He shouldn't have gone for home. But right now we have Edwin up, a man on second, 2 outs. And this one is getting crushed to the right center field. And that one is gone. So Edwin Encarnacion gets a 2-run shot to center, straight to center field. And the Blue Jays are leading this one 2-0 early here in the first. And Tanner Roark cannot believe it, as he's pitching pretty good so far in the first inning. But to Edwin, man, he is a beast. AL MVP this season. He has another home run in this postseason. So Edwin, a very good home run hitter. And if only Tulu would have stayed on third, not gone for home, maybe we've had a 3-run shot. But Tulu way too aggressive, but we have 2-run lead regardless. 2 outs, and we have Martin on. He's gonna go and pop this one way up there, the third baseman, and they're gonna get the out right there to go to the bottom of the first. But on this one, Ben Revere, he is up at leadoff, and he is a very good player right now. .381 batting average against our man Marcus Stroman. So Stroman 3-0 so far in this postseason, 1.5 ERA on this postseason. He's a very good pitcher. He's played very well for us this postseason. And in the World Series too, he started the game 1, which we won. But Ben Revere is first player he's facing on the day. He's going to hit this one right into left field. And that one's going to drop for the first single of the day for the Nationals. But with 1 out and 1 on. And they're going to go and strike out Bryce Harper. Marcus Stroman, a perfect curveball. And that strikes out Bryce Harper of all people. And that one ends the inning right there. So anyway, Batista, he's up. He's hitting this one right down the middle in center field. And we have a man on first now. So Jose, a pretty good single right there, but we have Kevin Pillar up. He's at this one the same place and almost in that gap in left center field. We have 2 men on, 1 on second, 1 on first. 0 outs in the inning for Devin Travis. He's up this one high and deep to right field. Get up ball, get up ball. Not enough as that one gets the out in right field. But our man, Jose's heading for third, and he does make it right there. So he takes up from second to go to third. Runners in the corners, 1 out. And Stroman gets this one right to the second baseman. Now he's going to drop for a double play. So Marcus Stroman grounds out to a double play. We almost get a run in that inning. As the first player he faces, he lets up a single. So another man on in this inning. 1 out for Jason Worth. He's in this one right into right field in that gap, right down the right field line. And they are running for third base. So now they're going to have 2 men on, 1 on second, 1 on third, as Jason Worth hits a double right there. So Jason Worth, of all people, hits a double. Insane. But two men on, 1 out. He's going to hit this one right to the right field. But that is that one. That one's not going to be an out, as Marcus Stroman way too late on that throw. And so they're not going to score on that one. But bases loaded, 1 out. And Marcus Stroman gets a man swinging right there for his second strikeout of the day. So Marcus Stroman strikes out another batter. So there's 2 outs, bases loaded. But Ben Revere, he's going to ground this one right to Donaldson. He's going to get that out at first right there to end the inning. So the Blue Jays just escaped that bases loaded opportunity. And finally, they get the out right there to end it. But we're leading right now in the hits 5-4 in that category. But Desmond Jennings on. He's hit this one right to right center field. Almost drops in that gap. Regardless, we have a man on in this inning. So we have a man on, 0 outs. But Desmond Jennings, though, perfect hit right there. But 2 lows on, 1 on. He's going to hit this one right to third baseman. And that one is going to be a double play. So 2 low grounds out to a double play. But after that, we're not able to get anything, as we're going to Marcus Stroman's part of the inning. And he's going to go, and the first batter is going to go and hit this one right to Donaldson. Donaldson almost overthrows Edwin. We get the out at first regardless. So another influenced grounder by Marcus Stroman. But Bryce Harper up, 1 out. He's hitting this one right in the gap at left center field. So now that one goes right past Plar, as Bryce Harper is going to head for a double. So Bryce Harper gets a double on that perfect hit right in that gap. And so now there's a man on second and 1 out in this inning. But Ryan Zimmerman's going to go and ground out right to Donaldson. Donaldson makes a spectacular play right there. Bare hands that one and gets the out at first. So there's 2 men out. We eventually get the third out right after that one. But next inning, Edwin Encarnacion up. And he's hitting this one high and deep to right center field. Get up ball. Gone. Edwin Encarnacion homers for the second time in this ball game. Edwin is a dangerous man. He hits another home run in this game against Tanner Roark. So Edwin finally adding another run, a solo shot to right center field. And so now we're leading 3-0 here in this game. Edwin is 6th home run of the postseason, 457-footer, a very long home run. And finally we score another run in this game. But Edwin, that was a no-doubter though. Perfect home run by Edwin Encarnacion though. You know he's going to hit, I thought for sure he's going to hit another one, and he obviously does in this ball game. But Edwin, he's always a dangerous threat. We finally get another home run with him. But Jose's up, and he's swinging at that slider. It was a pretty good slider right there, as he gets strikeout right there in that inning. But we get nothing else after the Edwin home run. We're going back to the Marcus Stroman part of the inning. But they're going to go and drop this one right to Kevin Pillar for that single. So there's man on, 1 out. And Marcus Stroman, he strikes out another player with that killer curveball. So Marcus Stroman's curveball doing very well in this series. But 1 man on, 2 outs. They're going to go ground out right to Tulo. Tulo's going to throw it to first base and get the out right there. So we finally, in that inning, they left 1 man on, but we're just leading the hit department 7-6. End of the 4th inning. But right now, we have Desmond Jennings on. He's hitting this one right in that gap between the shortstop and the third baseman. So we have a man on again. So Desmond Jennings gets another hit in this ball game. Tulo's on. He's going to ground out right to the shortstop, and they're going to get the force out at second to end the inning. So the Washington Nationals just escaped that one. We left the man on, but going back to the bottom of the 5th, Marcus Stroman, he's going to go and influence this one right to Devin Travis. Devin Travis tries making a good throw. Ben Revere just legs that one out as he gets almost that infield hit. It was kind of close, but 1 man on, 0 outs. They're going to ground this one right to Tulo. Tulo off balance throw. But that one is not fast enough as they reach first base. So there's 2 men on now in this inning, 0 outs. They hit this one right past Donaldson, right down the left field line. And Ben Revere is obviously going to score off that one. A very speedy Ben Revere. So now it's a 3-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. 0 outs now. So there's still 0 outs, 2 men on. At least Marcus Stroman strikes another player with that killer curveball. So his 3rd strikeout of the day. Marcus Stroman doing very well on those strikeout pitches, but another player up. He's gonna swing right down the center field line. That one's gonna score 1 run, but they're gonna go and score another one on that one, as now it is a tie ball game. So this one is going south very quickly as Jason Worth gets that nice hit right down center field, gets 2 RBIs. But now we're bringing in Aaron Loop to try and get the final out. But he's gonna go and light up another single here right down center field. So there's 2 outs, bases loaded. Somehow Loop strikes to another batter in this inning, and so that one's going to end the inning. So Loop so close, but he escapes that bases loaded opportunity. Martin on, 2 outs. He's going to go and hit this one high and deep, but that one is not deep enough. Our Bryce Harper makes the catch in right field, and that one ends another brutal inning for the Blue Jays. Not doing well batting wise, but they have 11 hits, we have 8. Still tied at 3 apiece, going to the bottom of the 6th, but Aaron Loop's still up. He's going to go and walk the first batter he sees, Ben Revere. And so there's a man on second now, 2 outs. You're going to go and strike out another batter here with that killer slider. And so Aaron Loop gets another strikeout, and that one ends the inning. So at least we escape another inning without laying up another run. We're going to the top of the 7th, 1 out. Kevin Pillar hits this one right past the second baseman in center field. So now we have a man on in Kevin Pillar. But we're bringing in the first baseman. Right now our postseason MVP, Chris Colabello, to pinch hit for Marcus Stroman. He's going to watch as a sinker strikes him out right there, caught looking. And that one ends the inning. We're bringing in the righty, Drew Storen here to start us off in the bottom of the 7th. But 1 out right here. He's going to go hit this one high and deep. Jason Worth, gone. So Jason Worth hits a solo shot to right field. And now it's 4-3 Nationals. Who would think Jason Worth would get 3 RBIs in this game? It's crazy. But somehow Jason Worth, playing like spectacular, somehow hits that home run, so now it's a 4-3 ball game for the Nationals. But at least Drew Storen influences that one grounder right there to end the inning. They're bringing in the righty Sean Kelly to play against the Blue Jays here in the top of the 8th. But Desmond Jennings goes down on a brutal slider and strikes out right there for the first out of the inning. But Tulo on, 1 out, and Tulo gets struck out somehow on that pitch. I don't know how that was even called a strike. That was terrible. It was way out of zone. But anyway, Donaldson on. He's hit this one right past second baseman in that gap in right center field. And now one, Donaldson going for a double. Can he get a double? And he does. He gets a stand-up double on that play. So now we have a man on second here in the 8th inning. We need to go and score a run. So 2 outs, a man on second for Edwin Encarnacion. We're going to go and walk him. Edwin already has 2 home runs in this game. So it's a good idea for walking him. We're going to go and bring in Ezekiel Carrera to pinch run for Edwin. But regardless, Martin on. He's hit this one right in the right field, but does not. It hangs up way too long as Bryce Harper makes the catch and ends the inning. So we're going to the bottom of the 8th. Drew Storen still on as he strikes out Ben Revere right there on that pitch. And that one basically was the end of the inning. They didn't do anything. But anyway, top of the 9th, Jonathan Papelbon on. And Batista's hitting this one high and deep. Get off ball, but not enough. As Jason Worth makes a spectacular catch in left field. So 1 out here for our man, Kevin Pillar. But he's going to go and hit this one way high to Jason Worth, of all people. And Jason Worth records it out right there. So 2 outs here, top of the 9th. Devin Travis is on. He's our hope. We need him. But he goes and strikes out on that splitter. And the Nationals take this game 4-3. So the Nationals tie this series up 2-2 here in the World Series. Tanner Roark gets the win right here, as the Blue Jays somehow lose to the Washington Nationals, all because of one man, Jason Worth, the real MVP. Regardless, we lose that ball game, and it's mainly due to our offense. Our offense did not play well in the later innings. We played well in the early innings, but regardless, we did not play well in the late innings. Our pitching was okay, but we just did not hold on to that lead. We blew it. But it's the Washington Nationals, 12 hits. We have 10 hits on the day. They take this one 4-3, and the Jason Worth show is the reason why the Nationals got this one. He had 4 at-bats, 4 hits, 1 run off that solo shot, a double, and 3 RBIs. A perfect game by Jason Worth. He made some pretty good catches in the 9th inning, too, in order to get this win for his Washington Nationals. And everyone says Bryce Harper is the best player in the Nationals. I don't agree. Jason Worth is the real MVP. But anyway, I guess I'll end this episode off right here. So make sure to like and subscribe for more Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode. And thanks for watching, and I will see you later.